We're going to Austria talking Gruner Veltliner. All right, welcome back to Drinking It In. I am your host, Chris Casara. We are here to help you know more and drink better, and it's been a little bit. I've been, I haven't been willing to do any videos because I think I was stressed out by putting up these stacked panels behind me. But as you can see, they're done. Well, that one and there's an identical one on the other side of the room. I think they look really cool. But today we have a bottle of wine on the table and we're going to talk about Gruner Veltliner. So Gruner Veltliner is a white wine that is mostly grown in Austria. I mean, there is some grown in Hungary and there's people experimenting with it in the US, Australia, and New Zealand. But primarily, it's best known when it comes from Austria. Much like this one, I think. Yeah, product of Austria. I just assumed it was, but there are some classifications of Gruner within Austria. Maybe you'll see them on the label if you look out for them, called Comtal with a K and Wachau, W-A-C-H-A-U. But I think Gruner is a white wine that's, let's say it's sort of close to medium body, but kind of on the lighter side of that medium body midpoint. It's a wine that, I meant not to smell that first because I wanted to give you what I would expect versus what I actually get. It's a wine that, has some citrus flavors, not so much lemon, more on the orange, grapefruit side of the spectrum. It can get some peaches. There's an herbaceous note to it, perhaps. Some vegetal notes, can be nutty. And, it's also, I guess it can be a little peppery. So it could be a spiciness to it. The acid should be pretty high. If there's, if the wine is treated in some oak, then that acid is dampened a little bit, right? The wine gets a little fuller, but most of them are kind of done in a sort of a stainless steel manner and have high acid. As you might expect, though, this is sort of a golden, it's a little bit of a golden yellow. These wines are great with, again, seafood, sushi, any poultry, especially if that stuff is fried. So if you're thinking of schnitzel or fried, fish and chips, really work well. Oysters, salads, all good stuff. If you have one that is fuller bodied, let's say some spicy curries are going to work, whether that's Thai food or Indian food. I might actually put that to the test tomorrow as I'm all of a sudden in the mood for Indian food. And because of that herbaceousness, it can pair well with stuff that is tough to pair wines with, so things that have asparagus or artichokes in it. But enough about like the profile. Let's see what this one brings us. It's pretty. Damn, I keep screwing up. So today we are drinking the 2000 something. There's got to be a vintage on here somewhere. Oh, 2020. 2020 Gruner Veltliner from Glatzer, the Glatzer Carnuntum wine. This is imported by Skurnik Wines in New York, so you know that this is probably a good wine to start, right? Gives you, anytime you see Skurnik on the back label, it means they've done the hard work for you. So this wine, there's a little bit of an orange, a little citrusy note. Call it orange more than anything else. I'm getting something fuzzy. It doesn't smell quite like peaches, but there's a fuzziness going into my nostrils here. I am getting circus peanuts, which is always a favorite note of mine. Fuzzy oranges with some circus peanuts. So far, so good. I am filming a few episodes today, So that's why I'm using the spit cup. So I'm kind of control my consumption so I'm not wobbly by the third episode. So there's a little bit of, I'm going to call it an orange pith to it, right? So there's that orange kind of comes through, but there's a bitter note to it. I'm getting some of those herbal notes. Think more along the lines of thyme and tarragon, something along those lines. But this is a pretty decent little wine that I think you can, if you can find it, can be had for, I think it's only like 16 bucks. This is a good Gruner. Now, it's funny, I was looking, as I was researching, or I've researched Veltliner before, Gruner Veltliner before, and I didn't realize that Veltliner is named after the Italian town of Valtellina, which we've mentioned on a couple of videos where Nebbiolo was the subject, because some really nice examples of Nebbiolo come out of Valtellina, but who knew that Valtellina translated to Veltliner in whatever language they speak in Austria. So this is, again, there's really nice acid here, orange, bitterness, minerality, some herbal notes. So there's a lot happening in this wine, and I think, I think if you find Gruner Veltliners, definitely give one a try, especially if you're going to have some fried chicken, fish and chips, schnitzel, right? This stuff is going to work really well, and I think it's a good one to start the year off right. If you like Sauvignon Blanc, if you like Vermentino, if you like Riesling, you're going to like Gruner Veltliner. Definitely give it a try. Thanks for all the love. Hopefully we're kicking New Year off right. I'd love to hear your opinions on what you'd like to see next. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the likes. But definitely subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because there's a lot of you out there that are watching but aren't subscribed. It would really mean a lot to me. Till next time, cheers.